Did you put it on your? You put it on your Facebook just so I can copy it.
Want to text?
I'm gonna turn it down. Are we live?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are live again. We're just gonna soldier on through for our first show. We're gonna soldier on through here for calling a fight. We're here for a great cause, the Jimmy Fund. We're giving a lot of we're giving some proceeds to them, and we're just happy to be here. Hopefully, you guys are listening. That was a great interview again by Cold Steel Chuck O'Neal. Now he's a professional wrestler. Before that, he was a great MMA fighter, and we were happy to have him on. Amazing interview. Um, Great guy, very humble. He seems like someone that I would like to have a drink with. Would you say the same thing? Would you like to have a drink with Chuck O'Neal?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Chuck O'Neal fight a lot of times. Obviously, on the Ultimate Fighter, in Bellator, in CES. That's where I've seen him most. A local guy. We have a bunch of mutual friends together. Like I said, one of his wrestling partners, one of the wrestling coaches there, is a fighter by the name of Dan Cormier. Cormier is a guy that I actually used to coach wrestling with. I would consider him a friend. He has a couple other my friends, Percy Smith, Alex Smith trains with him. I got a couple other friends and mutual friends with him, so it was really cool. They've all said really good things about him, and I'm a fan now. I'm kind of sad that now I became a bigger fan, and he's actually retired. So
I know. Who knows? Maybe he'll get the itch to go back. The UFC said he did call him to see if he wanted to go on the All Stars edition, but he's got a new passion now, and his new passion is professional wrestling. So we got Kevin Lee versus Magomed. Oh, I just missed the last name. I apologize.
do you want to? I'm put. No, I'm missing one second. So we got a big grudge match going on. Kevin Lee is a guy that he really makes some enemies when he talks.
Now for this one, I think I took Kevin Lee.
All right, so basically the reason why I stopped talking is I want to know exactly how to say his name. Mustafayev versus Kevin Lee. Both these guys are pretty good prospects.
Yeah.
Kevin's been up and down in his career, but there's been times he's looked fantastic. I mean, you look at his fight with what's his name,
Come on.
the Australian guy. He just beat him.
Who just beat him?
Kevin Lee just beat him.
Kevin Lee just beat him. The Australian guy,
He's fighting
Robert
the next-
Whitaker.
No, he's fighting the next UFC.
Are you sure it's not
Jake Matthews.
Oh, Jake Matthews.
Jake Matthews and
Robert
Kevin
Whitaker's
Lee
also
looked
Australian.
fantastic, but then Kevin Lee's had other fights like when he fought Leandro Santos and he looked like shit. So we'll see what he is. We'll see what the Motown guy does. He said he made some news this week saying Conor McGregor embarrassed the whole division. Well, let's see if he doesn't embarrass himself right now against Mustafa. He's a really good striker. They've kind of went at it at the weigh-ins a little bit. Kevin Lee quickly gets the center of the octagon. Oh, nice body kick. Kevin Lee tries catching it, gets in the clinch, another knee. Kevin Lee he's a great athlete. He's a good wrestler. He's very fast. And Mustafa's a killer. He's one of these. There's been and he's teeing off on him. These Russians those Eastern. Oh no, excuse me. Eastern Europeans are.
Very nice takedown by Kevin Lee.
The Eastern Europeans are really starting to get a stronghold in MMA.
Yes, they are. Now I think I took Kevin Lee for this because I think his ground game is pretty good.
It looks like there could be that's a deep guillotine. There's a deep one. Oh. This could be over quick. Motown Phenom. Oh,
you saw how he gave the thumb up to the people.
Yeah. Nope. He's free. If you see his hands not locked, see right there. Mustafa gets back to his feet. Kevin Lee picks him up, slams him down, but back into the guillotine. But there's an arm in. See how the arm is in right there?
I do. It's taking the pressure off, so he can do a couple punches, and now he's out. Let's see, just Kevin Lee on top. I think Kevin Lee was the fighter when we did calling a fight for Henderson. I feel like we were bad mouthing Kevin Lee. You saying he was going to come to my house, or was that Kevin Casey?
I think it was Kevin Casey, the son-in-law of the great Muhammad Ali.
Oh, I don't want
But,
either of them.
oh no,
coming to
I
fight
think we
me.
might have been talking about Kevin Lee, the Motown phenom.
I think we
did.
were.
I think you bashed Motown.
I'm sorry.
So if anybody's from Motown, from the great city of Detroit, you can come here right now. We're going live from the MMA Takeover.com's headquarters. You can come and you can scrap it out with Chicken Parm himself.
We could do it live here on YouTube.
I mean, you already heard in the last interview that Chicken Parm, he's willing to get drop kicked by the great Chuck O'Neal.
I know. It's I mean, no chair shots, just drop kicks and suplexes.
I'm a little surprised that he doesn't want to hit you with a steel. I mean, his name is Cold Steel. What's better than a
steel chair?
That sounds cold.
What's better than a steel chair is him having it in the freezer and it comes out when it's ice cold.
Yes.
That would be cool.
Ice cold, like anybody's heart who didn't give to our great Jimmy Fun.
I know. I mean,
too soon?
No, it's not too soon. Okay. It's too late.
Too late. No, you can still give. You can still give. You can still.
Why don't you promote the
GoFund is still open. You go to my Facebook page, click on the link, give. Reach into your neighbor's pocket and give like you always wanted to.
Yeah. Yes. And if you donate, we say thank you, and it means a lot to all the parties involved.
Oh, nice spinning back kick by Mustafa. Oh, and followed up with another kick. He's trying to separate. He wants to stay at distance.
Oh, Kevin Lee, he's taunting him a little bit.
Kevin Lee is doing that. That didn't hurt me, which means
very nice
spinning back kick.
Yeah.
But lets Lee get the takedown from that.
Wow.
This looks like a bad style matchup. I think I took Kevin Lee by unanimous
I hope you
decision.
took Kevin Lee.
I didn't take anybody in the DraftKings. My DraftKings is off. I'm doing really good in Pick'em, except I'm doing horrible in DraftKings. But I always like to pick upsets.
I'm afraid to look at my
So it kind of
DraftKings.
sets me up in both. It really, I think I'm maybe 5-1 right now in Pick'em. But I picked Yakovlev in the upset because I just can't go straight favorites. Something about me, I can't do it.
That's because you're a gambler.
I give a point set. It seems boring to take those. That's why one thing we do at the MMA Takeover, I think we're the only website that does that. We have to take an upset special.
Yep.
You have to pick an upset.
A lock.
So you have to pick a
fight
lock.
of the night.
I have never seen anybody else who does that.
We're revolutionary.
We're different. I mean, we're the only website. I mean, we've been around for 2 weeks and we're doing 12 straight hours MMA. We're committed.
Yes, and we're happy to be here. And we have a lot of great writers on the MMATakeover.com. They write a lot of good pieces, so please check them out and comment on.
Yeah.
Give us your thoughts and opinions.
So right now we are like pretty much not commentating this fight at all.
We're going to be a huge slam coming here
from Kevin Lee. For Kevin Lee.
Oh,
nice
that wasn't
takedown.
as big.
Nice takedown. Still a nice takedown though. That's good. I mean, that's probably the third or fourth time he's taken down Mustafa.
Kevin Lee is definitely winning this first round with the takeovers and the slams.
This would be a very if Lee does get his hand raised, this would be a very big win on his career. Probably only second to his win over Jake Matthews. Kevin Lee is currently 13-2. He trains at Extreme Couture with Robert Fawless.
The Robert Fawless? Oh.
Yes. Oh, he got his back.
He's trying with the last 20
seconds. He's got it on. You can't tell. It looks like it's on his chin.
Yeah, it looks like it's under the chin, but sometimes you can still submit a guy if the press. Nope.
I've grappled before, and I'll tell you, if you get a guy who nope, it's still on his chin. You could still break a jaw.
Yep.
You have a guy, especially a guy with the physique of Kevin Lee, squeezing.
That's
hard.
round one. Got to give it to Kevin Lee.
Yeah, very very dominant one-sided. The takedowns was the difference in this fight so far. Mustafa, he's a very good striker, but he's got. It's tough when you go against a wrestler. You really can't throw the leg kicks or any spinning things because you really set up the takedowns.
Now, if you were in each person's corner, what would you be saying to them right now? I mean, I think you could keep telling Kevin Lee just to keep going in the takedowns, do the ground and pound, just use your wrestling and just out-wrestle him. I feel like that's what he's going to do. I feel like he's going to try to get him to the ground and just kind of hold him there and just kind of pointing his way to a victory, Kevin Lee.
Yeah, I agree with that. Kevin Lee, the advice would be just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep the pressure on him. Stay in close distance. Don't stay on the outside. Don't let him get off. If he throws a kick, make sure you obviously block it, but then follow it up with a shot. If Mustafa, I would tell him. Unfortunately, it seems like his best weapon is his kicks. He really can't be throwing. He's got to open up his hands. He's going to have to move. He's got to move around and going to set in different angles. If he stands in the same place, Kevin Lee is going to get those takedowns. And maybe if he wants to use his legs, maybe a step definitely
Okay,
seems
round
like,
two.
Seems like the theme tonight.
I know. A lot of knees been thrown. I still like that that Hawk versus John's fight. That was great. A lot of
That
knees
was
in
great.
that
That
one.
last fight, we were talking to Cold Steel Chuck O'Neal. Nice knee by Kevin Lee. Followed up a missed high kick from Mustafa. What we were talking to Chuck O'Neal was a really good fight between Anna Elmrose and Amanda Cooper. Cooper getting the decision win. Now the takedown. Lee just timed that.
Beautiful.
Mustafa extended too much on the punch, and Lee. Watch the armbar here. And when a guy goes for a Kimura, you go straight to an armbar. Now he might have his own Kimura. He's got see this knee. See his knee behind Mustafa's head. That gives him a lot of leverage. This. Oh, he lets go. I'm surprised. You get a lot of leverage. You actually almost use his head as a pry. I'm surprised he let go of that because I think he was actually pretty close to getting that. Now Mustafa trying to get his own takedown. He's got the leg.
He's trying for the trip.
The takedown. Back to the feet. See, and he
a lot of those side kicks.
He won't.
Oh,
nice step knee.
What is this? Step knee night in
Step
Belfast?
knee night.
Unbelievable.
This is like the old UFCs where you had a name like Nemesis and things like that, and Bad Blood. This would be Step knee.
Yep. Kevin Lee
with a nice takedown.
Very nice takedown.
Let's stay tight. Turn the corner.
I mean, Kevin Lee is doing work today in Belfast.
I mean, Kevin Lee lost a couple fights. He lost that.
Who did he lose to? Tell me who he lost to in his MMA
he lost
record.
Ally Quinter.
Ally Quinter. The Raging Cajun?
In his UFC debut, Ally Quinter, that's obviously extremely tough fight. Oh, he's got it on his neck.
Oh, this could be...
This looks tight. It looks like it's in there. Nope,
Yeah,
still
still
it actually
on
looks
the
on
jaw.
his jaw. But the position with the hooks in,
Yeah,
I think this is the beginning of the end.
left.
I think this is the beginning of the end. It's over his mouth, but he's got the...
They're just going to be fighting for wrist control.
He's got the body lock. He's got a great position. If Kevin Lee wants to, he can control his whole rest of this round in this position.
That's what he wants.
Very good performance so far by Kevin Lee. The Motown Phenom.
Yeah.
So now, I can't tell by the angle. No, he definitely does not have it locked up. Kevin Lee's might end up in. Oh, he's got back mount.
He's trying to
Stop
fuck
it!
him
Come
up.
out the back door! Wow!
Whoa.
Wow! Really nice escape.
I'll give him points for that.
Oh, and another step knee.
Step knee.
Oh, nice uppercut. What do you? Oh, good. Two good shots.
Oh,
Another
wow.
shot by Kevin Lee.
Kevin Lee's just doing what he wants to Mustafa. Oh, very nice elbows on the ground for Mustafa. Now, Kevin Lee is... doesn't matter.
I had the TV on. If anybody could hear it at home, we apologize. But if you weren't, you got to hear the lovely sounds of Dan
Hardy yelling
in
at
that British accent.
Giving you every single piece of information that's happening. Now, who do you think is going to be the main event coming up here next year?
You love going right to the questions during the fights, not during the break.
I don't know.
We got a lot of breaks to fill in. You want to go right now?
No, sorry, I take it back. I was thinking.
Dave's excited. Dave is already. I think Kevin Lee's going to be in the minute. I think we're going to run this
that's
fight
what
back.
I'm thinking. I meant to
Kevin
say.
Lee and
I meant to say.
Mustafa
Let me say. I meant to say with these two guys. Do you think any of them will ever main event pay-per-view?
Well, Kevin Lee, it looks fantastic. I mean, he's the thing about Kevin Lee is a lot of people get down on him. Obviously, he lost to Ally Quinter. He went to a decision on Ally Quinter in his first fight. I got his record right there. Then he ran off 4 straight wins over Jesse Bronson by split decision, a unanimous decision against John Takuto. Was a tough fight.
Yep.
Michael Praceris, another tough fighter. He won by unanimous decision. Then he got a James Mutasari submitted him. Rear naked choke.
I think I bet on Mutasari on that one.
So then he had a surprise loss. We got knocked out by Leandro Santos. But even more surprising because Leandro is more known for his ground strike. This looks like it's still on the chin, man.
Yeah. He looks like he.
I thought he was out for a second. I was like, how's that?
Looked like the ref was about to jump right in.
It's tough. Did he tap? He's out.
Wow.
I thought it was on the chin, but obviously it wasn't. It must have been cutting off the carotid artery somewhere.
That was because maybe. Do you think he went out for a flash and then he regained his consciousness?
I couldn't tell, but nice job by the referee to see that he was out and immediately jump in.
Yeah, if that was me, I thought he was still moving because he was still. Maybe he was just.
Well, that's why you got to go all the way to Ireland to get the best in the business.
It's true. Who's that guy?
I didn't see who the referee is.
They got no good referees.
I don't know who it is, but he's I'm impressed by that referee. What a performance by that referee.
Let's see the replay
Let's see.
here.
He's got the bald head. It's shaved clean.
Very nice with the bio.
Obviously he's starting to go bald, so he goes with a completely shaved look, which turns you from going from like wimp to badass. So he looks like a badass.
Right here
on the chin, and look at that. I didn't see a tap. I didn't see nothing.
Yeah,
then he gets face planted at the end. Wow.
Broken nose and all. I think the guy's still down because Kevin Lee's not really celebrating. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, what a performance by Kevin Lee, the Motown. Well, the Motown himself, he's probably thinking about what next controversial thing he's going to say. He's probably going to go in the back and pick a fight with somebody.
Who do you think he's going to pick a fight with? Anybody there in Belfast on the roster tonight?
Well, Motown is.
I mean, Connor's there.
He's a little cocky. I would guess that he's going to call it Conor McGregor. I think he's going to say something like, McGregor, you fight the wrong guy at 155. Why don't you come fight me? Eddie Alvarez is a bitch. I'm the Motown phenom. Something like that.
Oh yeah, he looks very very cocky here at the moment, Kevin Lee. Oh,
and we're not going to do it.
No, here he comes. Dan Hardy coming late. Oh no.
That's all. Wow, Kevin Lee I know we had a little dead air there.
Yeah.
We apologize for that dead air, but we were listening to Kevin Lee speaking with Dan Hardy.
It looks like Billy Vanilli's behind him.
He is calling out right now. His exact word. I'm gonna in just in case you're listening with young children, you might want to mute this because I'm just gonna say basically what Kevin Lee said. I'm just gonna give you a couple seconds in case there's children or if you just don't like hearing swearing. Basically, Kevin Lee said, "Fuck that. I'm the best in the division. I've been calling out everybody. Nobody wants to fight me. This is the only guy who wanted to fight me. I proved I'm the best. Yep. I'm calling out everybody and their mother," he said.
And their mother?
Whose mother would you like to see Kevin Lee fight?
You know, I would love to see Kevin Lee fight. Man, there's so many good moms on the roster. That's.
How about remember Dan Severn used to be cornered by his mother? Would you want to see Dan Severn's mother and Kevin Lee, the Motown phenom versus
if Mrs. Severn if Mrs. Severn is still alive and ticking well, that would be a great UFC fight night.
All right, give me 1 second. Dave's gonna take this for a second.
So the charger, I think I put it over there on the floor. It's over there on top of that. Now, so far we've had a couple of great fights in this card. The Amanda Cooper fight was great. The Kevin Lee fight was great. The Hawk fight was great. They're showing us right now. They're showing us Hiraguchi. And he's going up against, I think, Ali Baganatinov. Is that correct for this?
Yes, this is correct. We are getting a fight that I think should have been on the main card.
I agree with that, too.
I actually think this might be the best fight. Let me recap. I don't think it's going to be that entertaining because Ali Baganatinov can be very cautious. He's throwing more punches in this warm-up right now than he'll probably throw the whole fight. Right. He can be very, very slow, very particular, always looking for the one shot. But stylistically, these are two guys. They're ranked in the top 10. They both have challenged Demetrius Johnson for the title. They both failed. Baganatinov lost by decision, and Hiraguchi got armbarred with 1 second left in the fight.
Yep. So I guess if they're bragging who did it better, I give Baganatinov by 1 second because he went to decision.
Yeah, he lost that once. It was like a Rocky movie. Yeah. Like that extra second.
Yep,
Rocky 2.
Yeah. But this fight is, Baganatinov, he was suspended for about a year for PEDs, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And so we didn't see him after I think, was it the Demetrius Johnson fight he was suspended for? And then he came back, and then I think he, can't remember if he lost his next fight after the Demetrius Johnson after the year layoff, but we get to see him back. I actually picked this for the fight of the night in our pick'ems. And sorry, we're just contemplating in the next couple hours if we have an interview or not. And We're all excited to be here, calling these fights. This fight, I agree with Keith 100% that this could have been a co-main event on not a pay-per-view, but a UFC fight night. I'm surprised it's not on here, but then again, I think they're trying to pump, the hometown crowd here. And right now, they're showing us Gegard Mousasi's stats. He's looking to avenge his loss against Uriah Hall prime time, and I actually picked Mousasi because I feel like he's gonna have his way with him. Like in the first round of the first fight, he was getting him on the ground, he was tagging him, but just one mistake. I guess that's the fight game. One mistake, and it's lights out, and he just couldn't survive the barrage that Uriah Hall laid on him after that spinning kick and that high knee. But I'm excited for this next fight. Haraguchi versus Bogdatinov. These two guys could possibly fight for the title again in another couple of wins, because that division is basically destroyed. There's no one left in that division to fight for the title anymore.
I'm sorry. If you're watching at home, you see me on my phone. I'm actually setting up a possibly huge, major superstar for an interview. I'll hopefully get this guy in. I don't want to announce it yet.
Don't announce it yet. We're working on.
If we can make it happen, that'll be huge. We're not really prepared to ask him any questions, so we'd have to just kind of wing it and see what happens.
Well, I gotta wing it because that's how we do here on this live chat. So right now, Hiraguchi's ranked 4th and Bogdatinov's ranked 8th in the flyweight rankings. Now, Demetrius Johnson seems like he's beat everybody on that ranking, so I don't know why these guys are even bother fighting, because they're never going to win the title. But who did you pick for this fight in your pick'ems and drafting?
I picked Haraguchi. I'm actually a big fan of Haraguchi. I think he's very technically sound. He uses angles really well. He mixes up takedowns really well. He's a lot more aggressive. I think he's a much better striker than Bogdatinov. I really think he's going to win this fight. I think it's going to be close, but I think he's going to win by unanimous decision. But going back to what we said before, we haven't had a bad fight yet. I mean, everything we've had good stoppages, good fights. We haven't had a boring fight yet.
No, this has been a great card.
This is the one that I'm a little most worried about. But what I wanted to say earlier, I actually think this is the most relevant fight on the card. Obviously for... we're getting a little technical difficulties for a second. We've had a lot of technical difficulties today.
We're going to plow through. That's all we can do.
What can you do? I mean, people are trying to hold on to MMA TakeOver. But some people are going to resist MMA TakeOver, but they're still going to get taken over.
Exactly.
So you can either get taken over willingly, or you can go down with a fight. Either way, you get taken over.
Now, how many more fights until is this the main event for the prelims?
Yes, we got. I think we have 5 more. I believe we have 5 more fights scheduled, and then we will go right into the Brazil card.
Right into the Brazil card. But before that, we have another big interview coming up here in a little bit. I think around 4 o'clock, and so please stay tuned for that, because that's going to be amazing. So about a little less than an hour. So here we go. We got Ali Bogdatinov walk into the octagon in Belfast. Looks determined. I think he's going to put on a hell of a show. I don't think this is going to be a boring fight. I think this is going to be fight of the night, just like I said it would be. Now, Reebok's obviously sponsored the UFC. Hopefully one day Reebok can sponsor us and we can have a nice partnership. That would be nice for all parties involved. They're giving us a stat here. This is 10 career bouts in UFC Fight Pass library from UFC. Oh, no, that's not a stat. They're just telling us something. I don't know what that is. Ali Bogdatinov, ladies and gentlemen. Here to fight live, and we're going to call it live with a little tape delay, unfortunately, because that's how YouTube works. But Ali Bogdatinov, I'll give you some of his stats. He's got 6 first-round finishes. 5th highest striking accuracy among flyweights. And this guy loves to get it to the ground. I mean, I think that's the first thing he's going to do. He's going to try to just bum rush him and see if he can take him right to the ground, and just use his great wrestling and just his great stamina and just kind of wear out Hiraguchi. He's waving to the Belfast crowd. And he's paused for a second, and he's in.
All right, sorry guys about that. Like I said, we're doing this on the fly. We're trying to get interviews. We just got reached out by a pretty major
player.
I would just say this would be our biggest interview today. Even though we have a pretty big guy coming in next, this one would actually even talk about. We'll just say this: this man has held. If we get him, I'm not going to say his name yet because I want to make sure.
Yeah, it's tentative now.
And we also have other guys scheduled, and obviously we're not going to skip on them.
Yeah.
But what I would like to say is this guy. To give it a couple hints, I'm not going to give it too away, but I'll say something and see if you can figure out this man.
Are you talking to me or to the crowd?
I know you know who I'm talking about, but to the people, if you're at home listening, this man was an NCAA national champion wrestler.
Yep.
Okay? I know right away you're thinking Josh Koscheck, Phil Davis, guys like that. All right? So this man went to wrestle in the Olympics. Yep. Guys like Matt Lindland, guys like Henry Cejudo. This man won multiple UFC tournaments. Could be Hoist Gracie, could be Ken Shamrock. This man, now if you're following at home, not all those guys have already done this stuff. So this man,
process of elimination.
This man went on to win the UFC heavyweight title, like a Tim Sylvia, like an Andrei Arlovski. But those guys haven't done all the things I've said so far.
Yeah, I think you're just narrowing it down. How many of this man's are there?
This man went on to win a Pride tournament.
Wow.
Could be Fedor Emelianenko. Could be Vanderlei Silva, Shogun.
Could be anybody.
And this guy is in the UFC Hall of Fame. Like Randy Couture, Kensha. If there is one man who has accomplished everything I just said, if you can figure it at home, that would be great. We are close to locking this guy up. He's
close.
Checking his schedule. We're really hoping to get him in. If not, I'm became a fan of him just for reaching out to us.
Yep.
He's a supporter of what we're doing. That'd be fantastic. I'm really hoping. I've been a fan of this guy for a long time. I'm hoping to get him in. We'll see. We're working on some details. If not, we'll get him on in the future. I probably shouldn't give all that away now because now people are trying to figure it out.
Now the one person that's watching is going on Wikipedia and figuring out who this person is. So Bogdanovich is the underdog here, plus 170. And I took him in DraftKings. I feel like he's gonna bring home the win. Now I'll try to figure out what the betting odds for Hiraguchi is. Here we go. And a couple of famous names in his corner right there. Keith, can you tell me who those two guys are?
Oh, that's Mike Thomas Brown.
And?
I can't see over his shoulder. Oh, that's Brad One Punch Pickett.
Yep, he's got the vets behind him.
Let me tell you a funny story about both these guys. I saw them both fight live in Boston a couple years ago. Mike Thomas Brown. That's a funny story, and we got 12 hours, so I'm going to tell it anyways. Mike Thomas Brown.
Tell it twice.
I'll tell it on later. Mike Thomas Brown was fighting. Who was he fighting? I can't remember. I just told the story the other day. He was fighting.
Who was he fighting?
Oh shit! I gotta look.
Steven Seiler.
Steven Seiler. Yes,
okay.
He was fighting Steven Seiler.
See, I know the story. I can tell the story.
You can tell the story. I was in the crowd with my wife. Steven Seiler came out, and I called him over. He took a picture with us, and I threw my wife under the bus. I said, "Listen, Steven, I predicted you to win, but my wife predicted Mike Thomas Brown."
I mean,
Steven was very gracious.
And here we go. This fight has started.
And even funnier story about Brad Pickett. The same night he fought, and then he put on his famous hat, and I saw him walking through the crowd, and no one would recognize him. And I was too far away to call him over and take a picture with him or anything.
So he just grabbed his hat.
But if either one of those guys after this fight would like to come on the show, come on in.
That would be amazing.
And they were cornering, I believe they were cornering Horiguchi. Horiguchi making a move over to American Top Team, which is a huge move. A lot of these Japanese fighters will stay in their hometown, fighting with lesser talent. It's a smart move. It's a smart move. I mean, Joanna Jędrzejczyk is the champion, arguably the best woman pound-for-pound fighter on the planet. And she still needs improvement. And she left her home country to train with a top team like that. So, that's a smart move by Horiguchi. Horiguchi shaved his head for this fight.
I know. He looks... It's different. I'm not used to the shaved head look, unfortunately, for Horiguchi.
Yeah. He's not moving around much. He's standing really in the pocket. You got a sideways stance.
Well, he's waiting for that step knee, right?
Step knee.
No,
there's a step.
Odd command.
On a flying knee.
Wow, it's you ask and the step knee.
Vagatinoff is actually being a lot more aggressive than I expected.
See, I told you this is gonna be fight of the night.
Those Horiguchi's
Hiraguchi's got his.
Horiguchi's still trying to find range. He's got a little bit of a side like karate stance right now.
Yes, he does.
Inside kick. He always has like a kind of quirky, jerky style, but he's good at changing.
You mean like a style as the Dean of Mean used to have in
well,
the
he doesn't hold his hands like this though.
He's not like he's a. Oh,
nice step knee.
Step knee.
But he got caught by Bagatona. See if he can get the takedown.
Wow.
What balance by Horiguchi. Not anymore. Now he's upside down.
That was very nice moves from Hiraguchi. That balancing act was amazing.
Nice takedown. Let's see if he can give it. He's got a half Nelson on the right side. A little knee, the knee to the leg, which gives you Charlie Horse. Another Charlie Horse.
You mean Crazy Horse?
Oh, Crazy Horse Bennett. Remember the time when Crazy Horse Bennett lost 2 fights in the same night? he lost one in Pride, then he lost one backstage.
God bless him. And if we're lucky, he may be on.
If anybody can hold that record, Charles Crazy Horse Bennett can. Charles Crazy Horse Bennett is actually fighting again in Rising.
I know. From my MMA upcoming, I did that.
End of next month.
That's either the 29th or 31st. I think he's
fighting on the.
I think it's the 31st.
He's the 31st, New Year's Eve. Is there any way to crack in 2017 than Charles Crazy Horse Bennett?
It's true.
It's like if I when I think of
Shane Carwin.
I think of 2017. When I think of 2017, I just think Charles Crazy Horse Bennett.
It's true. Is that your New Year's resolution to be more like him?
Well, I mean, yeah, New Year's resolution. You kind of make resolutions. My resolution is to get more Charles Crazy Horse Bennett in my life.
I agree with that.
Bagatona is actually pushed against the cage, but actually getting the better knees in right now. Mike Thomas Brown, look at that beard on Mike Thomas Brown.
So we're just about.
He's a handsome man.
2 minutes left in this card.
Oh, nice little. That's what's called the pass by or chuck by or a dump. Some people call it a dump. But he's got a hook in. Right.
Oh, very nice.
Actually, very similar to a lake wrestling right now, in like NCAA or high school wrestling. You'll see.
This is a tough round to score.
Yeah, this takedown here, back control by Horiguchi. Bagatona's being very calm on bottom.
Yep.
Horiguchi's working those good shots from behind the ears.
Very nice
shot underneath. He's a lot of these shots he might be setting up a submission. He's trying to distract him with the shots. Another shot. Those are close to the back of the head.
I know. I was just gonna say that. Hiraguchi better watch it.
Where's that bald referee we had earlier? He needs to get in there. That bald referee would have been all over that. We gotta find out if anybody is listening. We're not listening live next time. Is that the same guy? That's not the same guy.
That's not the same guy.
If anybody's listening at home, please and you can you catch his name. Please let us know. We want to get him on the next clinch.
It's true. The clinch. Speak about the clinch. Oh, very nice by Bagatona.
Oh, back. That amazed me. How do you get elbowed in the face like that and just didn't even flinch?
Eat it.
He just ate it. Speaking of it, we're gonna be eating soon. We've been snacking on chips so far.
God bless
my
America.
wife left a long time. She went to the library like 3 hours ago.
And we should both be thanking our wives for letting us do this event.
Yes.
That's a big
We'd also
thank
like
you
to
to both
thank.
of them.
We'd like to thank Sam Alvey's wife for being top model.
We don't know if we have him on yet.
I didn't know we were. I just gave a hit.
You gave a hit.
Where's right? Nobody's listening.
Yeah, no.
I was just throwing out. I didn't mention we have it on the show. I just want to talk about his wife.
Okay.
His wife is a very handsome woman.
That was a tough round, but you know what? I'm going to give it to Bagatona.
Yeah, going Bagatona.
One, because I need him to win. That's the only reason.
I'm going to go with Horiguchi because how good is it to debate if we'll keep kicking the same? So I'm going to give. It's tough because I've actually, believe it or not, we've been talking. I actually believe it's almost harder to score a fight while you're talking about it than if you're actually just watching it. It's weird because we've been talking about other things too.
Yeah, we were talking about that time when Steven Seiler. I mean, if we got Steven Seiler on the phone, that would be amazing. Steven
Seiler is a guy that was a pretty up-and-coming prospect that all of a sudden went on a losing streak and just fell off the planet. I have no idea what happened to that guy. He's losing in, like, gymnasiums now and stuff.
That's like Cody McKenzie. The McKenzie team.
It took, guys, so those people doing your pools at home, it has been... just under 3 hours. So whoever had the Cody McKenzie reference under 3 hours, you're the winner. Congratulations.
You get a free, count it free, shout out on this.
If you put your name out there, I'll send you my own business card for that.
Would you autograph it?
No, I'll have you autograph it.
Why don't we both autograph?
Double autograph, and we have a special guest that's supposed to come in studio. I don't know if he still is, but we're hoping for another special guest. We'll get him to autograph it.
Yeah, that's true.
And we'll have the pizza guy autograph. Why not?
Yeah, we'll have the pizza guy come on and give us a shout out.
And we'll probably go to order pizza pretty soon. I'm getting kind of hungry.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry too. Now,
oh no, we're not gonna. We have something actually coming up pretty big soon. We don't want to get interrupted. We don't want the pizza guy knocking on the door.
Oh yeah, during this.
Done an interview. We have an interview scheduled come up. Hopefully, that person comes through. If not, the person will be dead to us, and we'll blast him on air. And we'll say that he's about to cancer.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna see how many people are currently watching this mess of a show.
So basically, the way to interpret that, anybody who is anybody that is there's nobody watching. There's absolutely nobody watching.
One person I think it's you.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
So we got one person that's actually watching this.
That person who's watching, let us know who you are.
We're still doing this event. You know, obviously a lot of technical difficulties, but you can't say that we didn't call the fights for 12 straight hours. You can't.
Well, we can. You can say it because we've only done it for 3 so far.
Okay, yeah. But we're gonna do it no matter what. We're gonna call these fights, and we're gonna have a great time while doing it.
So
let me see what my battery's at. For the time for our next interview, we'll be good for it.
I know some people right now, unfortunately, you're probably hearing a little bit of a buzz, and probably a lot of a buzz. It's a technical issue. We will have it fixed. We have an interview coming up. Ooh, nice shots from Horiguchi. Has him hurt. Horiguchi has him hurt.
You don't hurt Bogdatinov. He hurts you.
It's like a good fight so far. We've been talking about everything but this fight, but it's been a good fight so far.
I know. We've been talking about Mike Travis Brown.
Mike Travis Brown.
Mike Travis Brown?
Mike Travis Brown.
I just combined 2 fighters.
This is Mike Thomas Brown.
Yeah, but I said Travis Brown. I said Mike Travis Brown.
Mike Travis Brown.
Yeah.
Maybe Travis Brown's real name is Mike Travis Brown.
That would be amazing.
Mike Travis Brown is dating Ronda Rousey. I have no idea what Ronda Rousey has to do anything with this fight, but I am a fan of Ronda Rousey. It's always a good time to ever talk about Ronda Rousey. And if Ronda, if you're listening at home, come on the show. And if you don't, you support cancer. That was, and for those at home, that was just a sense of humor. We believe humor is a good defense to cancer. Obviously, you know, I'm a medical expert, but obviously a positive attitude. We don't really think Ronda Rousey supports cancer. Ronda Rousey does do anything wrong. I am a Ronda. You can quote me on this. I'm a Ronda Rousey supporter, and I would have her on the show anytime possible.
Ditto.
And Travis Brown. We're gonna let him on too.
What about Mike Travis Brown?
If there is anybody listening at home and your name is Mike Travis Brown, come on the show.
Call in and we'll have you on.
They can't call in. We don't have a call in. We have to make the calls ourselves.
Yeah, there's no number live for this.
So yeah, if you want to come on the show, you let us know. We'll call you. We do the opposite. We're making history today. Some people talk 12 hours away. We also call people.
We'll just call random numbers and we'll have them. We'll have him on. When we call the Domino's guy, we'll ask him who his favorite fighter is.
Yeah, as we get on later on the show, we might run out of material. We're going to have to just pull out the phone book and start calling people. Hey, you're live on YouTube.
Is this John Adams? Yes, we're doing the MMA Marathon. How do you feel about BJ Chen?
Oh, nice. Another pass by Horiguchi. Horiguchi really showing his wrestling, which is surprising. He's going against Bogdatinov, who's actually known for his wrestling. Nice short shots by Horiguchi. I got Horiguchi up. He definitely won this round.
Yeah.
The first round was close.
There's still 55 seconds left in this fight, so maybe.
Well, Bogdatinov's going to have to do something pretty big.
Yes.
And nice shots right there.
Yeah.
Those add up.
He's eating those.
Don't look at, but those right on the cauliflower ears. I mean, listen. Let's demonstrate. Come here. Let me punch you a couple times.
Yeah, definitely Horiguchi has been stealing this round. It looks like Bogdatinov's probably going bald.
It's a shame there's not more people because I actually think we're pretty funny. I think we have some pretty good material.
I know. I think we do too.
I think we're way more entertaining than Mike Goldberg and Joe Rogan. I actually think if Mike Goldberg and Joe Rogan commentated fights like this while they're fighting, I think more people would watch. That's my plug to the UFC. Hey, we'll do the next show. Just give them a day off.
Just get us good seats and some pizza, and we'll be good.
Honestly. Shit, we'll do it from home. You don't have to save those seats. You can actually sell those ringside seats. You can sell Rogan and Goldberg seats.
But give us the profits, right?
No, we definitely want to get paid. But you can sell those seats.
For free.
We'll do it from home.
Yeah.
I mean, especially Fight Pass. We can do a Fight Pass. Fight Pass is beautiful. You feel you're right in the ring. Well, right in the octagon. You feel like you're right in the octagon with Fight Pass.
You know, I actually want to see if I can comment a fight in the octagon. I want to be the fourth man in the ring. You know how there's always saying the third man?
No, we'll do third man. We'll commentate. Well, listen, that referee who stepped in before, he probably could commentate.
Yeah.
Because that guy could do everything.
You know, I want to be the first ever commentator to be on the referee's back while he's calling a fight. I want to be that. I want him to piggyback me while we call the fight.
I also want to get wiped down by.
You know what
I want to get wiped down by Brad Pickett.
I
want someone to. I want Brad Pickett to take me. They can towel wipe me down.
Did you always used to like how in the old Pride days or the fighters in Japan, they had the referees had the cameras?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And then they would always show like, that's what I want, but I want to be on the guy's back calling a fight.
Yeah, but there was other. Remember they used to do they used to call out the fighters before the fight, and they'd have all the guys come out.
That's
during the they used to have the pre-show ceremony.
I
think the UFC should do the same thing. You know what?
I went to one when for the Strikeforce Grand Prix, they brought out everybody in the first event. They brought out everybody and they all stood. That's when
I actually remember that.
That's when I saw Fedor lose to Bigfoot and Karatanov knock out Orlovsky.
Bigfoot, who lost again last night in Russia.
Yeah.
Dude, Bigfoot, if you're listening, I know you're listening because you don't support cancer. Bigfoot, hanging up, bro. Obviously our theme tonight is to never stop fighting. We're talking about people fighting cancer, not fighting careers. Hanging up.
I actually always liked Bigfoot.
Speaking of hanging up, we just recently had Chuck Cold Steel O'Neal, who just decided to hanging up. He decided, nice slugging out. We're talking about Chuck O'Neal. These guys are slugging it out. This is actually completely opposite of how I expected. I expected a slower paced fight.
I told you, fight of the night.
I actually thought Horiguchi would be the one pressing the action, and Bagatonov would be a little conservative. Bagatonov is actually pushing the action. He's trying to get a takedown here. I actually think he should have stayed in the pocket. Nice downward. That hurts. Downward elbows right in the side.
You know who used to do elbows like that? Mike Travis Brown.
Mike Travis Brown.
when he did that to Josh Barnett, I feel like
that should just be our new thing. Just call him Mike Travis Brown. We get around to, hey, how's Mike Travis Brown doing? That's our thing, Mike Travis Brown.
That and step knee.
Nice step knee and a nice
step knee.
Nice short elbow.
Yeah. Let's see. So in just about half an hour, we're gonna have another great interview.
We hope to have
another great interview.
We haven't confirmed 100%, but it is confirmed as of a couple days ago. But things changed. That person might have got hit by a bus.
Things changed, and we're also still trying to work on that other great interview.
I haven't checked to see.
You haven't checked?
Person, he's probably trying to reach me. I give him that big, huge introduction. And by the way, if you listen to the interview, I'm gonna give that same introduction later.
Yeah, he'll also tell the same story about Steven Seiler. And we'll probably hear the story about a certain referee winking.
Yes.
That's my favorite story.
Mario, yes. We'll tell that story in between the break. As we close this fight out, I'll tell you about Mario Yamasaki.
Yep.
Me coming out of retirement to fight Mario Yamasaki.
I know. You have actually fought in a professional MMA. Is it professional or was it amateur?
Nope, it was professional. So I am not an amateur. I'm a pro. I never fought an amateur fight in my life. I was a... you know what? Let's not talk about me. Who gives a shit? I was going to give you a little segment, but I fought once. It was a long time ago. I think it was about 2008. If you look at my name, Keith Chillon, you put it in the Fight Finder or Sure Dog, you'll see me in there with a 1-0 perfect stoppage rate. I got a second round knockout. I probably should have finished the guy with the first round. Unfortunately, it was in different rules in Rhode Island back then. It was only 3-minute rounds because they had like 22 fights that night or something like that.
Do you regret not finishing him in the first round?
A little bit. I should have finished. I actually got a little bit of adrenaline up. I cut a lot of weight. I was supposed to fight. Long story short, I was supposed to fight 170. About a week before my opponent dropped out of the fight. Same time, a guy that was supposed to fight at 155, his opponent dropped out of the fight. Promoters contacted both of us, said, hey, how would you feel about a catch fight at 160? I said to the promoter, hey, that's 10 pounds for me, that's 5 pounds for him. That's 5 pounds up for him, that's 10 pounds for me to cut, extra 10 pounds, which I was already cutting to 170. That's an extra 10 pounds. How would you feel about 163? It'd be 7 pounds for me, 8 pounds for him. They said, no. I said, okay, how about 162? That's 8 pounds for me, 7 pounds for him. They said no. They originally wanted me to get only down to they wanted me to get all the way down to 155. I said that would never happen. They finally agreed on 160. I cut all this weight. I had a little bit of an adrenaline dump because of the weight cut, and I slammed the guy many, many times. I kind of displayed my wrestling. That's really, I mean, we got 2 top 10 fighters in the world. We're talking about my fight from 8 years ago. Anyways, a lot of people ask me why I didn't continue. I had a couple injuries, life changes, work changes. Basically, I just couldn't do it anymore. It's obviously I'm sad about that, but you know what? I'm doing the best thing. I'm doing something even better. I get to talk about fights, so I get to watch people hit each other. Not that nice like step knee by
knee.
Koji Horiguchi. Oh, nice left hook by Koji Horiguchi. They're a really good fight. I think both are competitive. I think Horiguchi's about to get the decision. We'll see. I definitely think he at least won the last 2 rounds. I think he won all 3. I got a 30-27, but we'll see. I mean, there's still 23 seconds left in this fight. But yeah, now I get to watch MMA and see other people get punched in the face instead of getting punched in the face myself.
This is not looking good for my pick in Bogdanovich. But it was a very exciting fight. I don't know if it'll be fight of the night, but you never know. The Kevin Lee fight was probably fight of the night. Now,
that was a pretty good fight. So
yeah,
it was very entertaining. Funny. I'm gonna recap these fights so far. I'm gonna go through and look what we've seen. I haven't had a boring fight yet. This has been really entertaining.
This card has been really good.
Right after this fight, I'll give you just a breakdown in case you missed the fights and you're watching live.
It's true. My wife Erica just said that she's watching, but there's a loud buzz through, and we're sorry about the buzz, baby. This is the breaks of the big time.
That's what happens when you marry an amateur.
Yeah, that's what happens when you marry an amateur like me.
Tell her to go over to some other MMA website that's not calling the fights.
Yeah.
See if they're doing
We're sorry,
better.
Erica. We'll do it all better.
Those other MMA websites, they love cancer.
Yeah.
They have no buzz, but they love cancer, and we don't.
So
let's hear the decision.
Let's hear the decision for the one for
celebrating.
Erica. We're going to tell you the decision because it looks like 3 rounds.
30-27, all 3 judges. Kyoji Horiguchi.
Horiguchi. Oh man, that's just.
Yeah, I think that was the right call. Horiguchi obviously moves in more step. Another nice win for him. He even take a step closer to fighting Demetrius Johnson in a rematch.
It looks like they're interviewing every single person now.
It looks like Dan Hardy's interviewing his son right now.
Like his son just won a soccer tournament. There's Brad One Punch Pickett, Mike Travis Brown.
Brad Pickett can interrupt anytime he wants. Brad Pickett can do whatever the hell he wants.
That's true.
Listen, if the double chair can do whatever the hell he wants, then Brad Pickett can do anything else. I mean, he got his fedora hat. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
What's the next fight that's going to be coming up that we're going to call live?
Oh, let's see.
That is what I'm very curious about.
We're going to do one more fight, and I think after that...
Should we take a little break before the big announcement?
We're going to take we're going to do a little bit of a break.
Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of break.
So the next fight up, I actually don't have it memorized. I'm going to have to look. The next fight up is... let's see. It's... it's this. Actually, this next fight up is a big one. It's Magnus Steenblad, and that might go with the interview we have. Magnus Steenblad versus Jack Marsham, which actually Corey, who was our first interview, said earlier how that fight was the one he's looking most forward to.
They're bringing in. They're trying to get nice and close. Look at the two of them back there.
Look at Brad. I want Brad Pickett to rub my shoulders like that.
You know, you could.
Look at Brad Pickett's nose. Then that is a fighter's nose.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's flatter than a pancake.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Oh, I heard that neck crack. That's
me getting excited. So yeah, we got Magnus Steenblad up next. He's taking on Jack Marsham, and then we're gonna take a quick short break. We're gonna try to get an interview in. We don't want to go over because we got 28 minutes before our scheduled interview, so we will not be calling. And we really didn't time this too well. No. Unfortunately, the Teruto Ishihara versus Artem Lobov fight will be up, and anybody who knows anything about Ishihara, man, I love that guy. But he doesn't love me because you know what he does?
What?
He loves the bitches.
He does.
He. If anybody knows, I'm not trying to be appropriate. That's what he says. He says, "Where's my bitches at?" When he wins in a Japanese accent. He says that he fights for fame and bitches.
God bless him.
Yeah. The best interview I think he said was, "I don't fight for belts. I fight for fame and bitches."
Okay, we got Cineblad versus Marsham.
So, Magnus Blood is a guy that is getting a lot of buzz. A lot of people call him the dark horse in the middleweight division. The guy is a nice up and comer. He's pretty well rounded. He has a long range. Uses kicks well. Throws in nice takedowns. And he's going against Marsham. Marsham is supposed to be making his debut. He's very aggressive. He throws a lot of bombs. He has pretty decent. This is a pretty interesting matchup. Who do you like? I took
I think Cineblad.
Magnus Cineblad in DraftKings. My DraftKings is awful right now, so I would actually almost hope to see an upset just for talk purposes.
I don't think it's gonna happen. Cineblad just looks like that's him putting a beating on Gareth McClellan.
McClellan from South Africa.
Yeah, I actually picked McClellan in that fight to win.
Yeah, McClellan. McClellan does he tease a lot. He looks like Tarzan, but fights like Jane. No, you disagree?
No. Oh, look, this is the second guy from Wales fighting.
Yes, this poor guy.
This guy missed out on history.
Two times in history, Wales has been, and this poor guy gets a second. This poor guy doesn't get to be in the record books.
Yeah, he's nothing.
Yeah, he's like the guy who, like the Cubs cut on the right before the World Series roster. But I mean, he could be the first Wales fighter to lose. That could be the record. That could be that. I mean, there's still hopes for him to get in the record books. But can he pull the big upset tonight? And Wales,
I don't think so.
The Welshman go 2-0.
I don't know.
And do you know where Wales is?
Wales is right near the Domino's. We're gonna get Domino's.
We're gonna get Domino's probably about 5 o'clock. We'll call for Domino's. I know it's a little bit away, but
we just want people to know what we're gonna eat.
We actually gonna have some big crunch time coming in.
Yeah.
We got this. Obviously, we got this stellar fight. We got an interview coming up after that. We'll have probably call another fight. We'll have another interview after that.
Yeah.
We'll call another fight. We'll have another interview after that.
We're going to be calling these fights. Unfortunately, we know about the buzz, but it's first time, technical difficulties. We're still doing. We're making the best of a bad situation, but we're both having a good. I'm having fun.
Is that the referee? That's the referee right there. That's the guy who did it. I think that was him.
I don't know. I got to. Whoa! Look at that! Look at that Lurch. You see Lurch
you
holding the door?
That feels like when you.
No, that's the referee. I've seen that guy.
Yeah, no, it's not him. It was that guy holding the door though had that scary look, like just kind of perched down on him. Kind of. You ever been to Disney? Ever been to Disney World?
When I was really young. Is that the one in Florida?
Yes, Disney World. You do the Tower of Terror had a similar guy like that. They would lurch down at you.
Yeah, but that guy looks like Lurch from the Addams Family.
No, but they do the same thing. That was like they kind of.
He's giving us the eye.
Speaking of Tower of Terror,
I know
this Sweden Magnus Sindblad, a prospect from Sweden. He does not, and I don't want to be insensitive, but he doesn't look like a fighter.
No, he looks like a guy that would do your taxes.
I mean, no, and if we talk just pure athlete, he looks more like a swimmer or a basketball player. He's got that long frame. He doesn't look like a fighter. But let me tell you, he can put a beat down on people. Magnus Sindblad is a really fantastic prospect. This is a very tough fight for the Welshman. But you know what? If anybody can take down Magnus Sindblad, it's definitely Welshman.
It's true. You know, I read that when I was younger.
What is Wales most famous for? Does anybody know? If anybody's listening at home,
it's for two fighters.
Is that what it is?
It's for having two fighters.
They put him on the map. Brett Johns has put Wales on the map. No, but if is anybody listening at home, maybe Erica would know. What is Wales known for?
Erica, if you're still listening, let us know what Wales is known for.
Are they known for a food, a vacation spot, something in history?
I don't know.
Is there a famous person from?
Yeah, it was Johns, right?
I'm looking up Wales Wikipedia.
We're looking up Wales Wikipedia to figure this out.
That's what we do, because I mean, if not many other MMA sites can give you a history lesson, geography lesson.
Yeah. We do.
Wales is part of the United Kingdom.
Yep. This guy's reach and his height is crazy compared to Jack Harshman from Wales. And Sindblad is 34. Marshams 26.
So right now, just so in case you're on, the population as of 2011 hasn't been updated. Then not a lot of news breaking out of Wales in the last 5 years.
Man.
And as of 2011, there's been their population of 3 million. They're very exact in Wales. 3,063,456 people.
Oh, out of those 56.
And hold on, 3,063,456. That's about how many people are watching our show right now.
It's true. I mean, I can look at exactly how many people are watching this show.
I would guess. I would take the over. I would take the over at 3,063,456. I think we're at least 3,064,000.
It's true. I mean, I think we got that guy with the nice parted hair up there. He's a big fan of the MMATakeover.com. I mean, this guy looks like I want to see him and Stefan Struve fight.
So the Welsh is they merged from the Celtic Britons.
Oh, Leon Roberts.
After the Roman withdrawal from Britain. So can we call them the Celtics? Can we call them a Celtic?
I don't know. There's only one Celtic.
Larry Bird?
God bless Larry Bird. Larry Bird, if you're out there, we'd love to have you on to talk about MMA.
All right, so here we go. Magnus Seaball, I didn't really look at the height and reach advantage.
It was 79 to 73, and the other guy is 6'5" to 6.
This right now looks like a welterweight fighting a heavyweight.
I know. That's what I see. I want to see him and Stefan Struve fight.
This looks like the bully picking on the young kid, and the kid finally stands up for himself.
But does it work out for the young kid?
Most of the time it doesn't. So you at home, you say you got to stand up for yourself. Most of the time it doesn't work out. Most of the time, that's Hollywood where the bully gets his ass kicked. Most of the time the bully wins. So.
Are we talking about the bully, Gray Maynard?
Oh, the Welshman with a huge left, but Magnus Seaball with a takedown.
Now he's done.
I'm rooting against my own DraftKings right now. I want to see. I
want to see an upset.
I can't see. Let's be honest. DraftKings was $5. I could give a shit about $5.
Well, can I have $5?
I don't turn the TV on for $5. I don't get out of bed for $5.
It's true. He don't. He does not. Oh, looks like we got a nice cut already opened on Marsham.
No, actually, just to recap, $5 actually is a lot of money. If anybody who gave $5 to the Jimmy Farm would appreciate that.
Yes,
That's all we were asking. It was the minimum amount allowed by GoFundMe, and we had plenty of givers. In a little while, I think I'm going to read who donated, not the amounts, because that's a private person, but who donated. We thank every one of them.
So you say the name, and I'll say thank you, because then we're both.
That's right.
We're both doing something.
Magnus Seaball's got the top game. Magnus Seaball is cut open.
I know, right? It looks like right behind the ear, you got a little. Got a little
short
nick.
elbows. Little short elbows. Magnus Seaball. What should the Welshman do on bottom right now?
The Welshman?
He's looking. He was looking for.
Oh,
he's moving his hips. He's looking. Seaball. The thing about Seaball.
Oh, he's cut now. He got him.
Yeah.
Looks like right
on the side of the eye.
Yeah. That's a bad spot.
Yeah, that is not a good spot for the Welshman. But you know where is a good spot for the Welshman? Right by the Irish Sea. That's a good spot for the Welshman. They love that spot. Dave's getting texts live.
I'm getting texts.
Read them out loud. Listen, like we're like a school teacher. Read them out loud.
You want me to read them out loud? Okay, I'll read you exactly what she said. I said, I love you. She said, I love you too. I made smoothie so you can have some when you get home. That's very nice. Thank you, Erica.
That was from his wife, his lovely wife, Erica.
Yeah.
She's a huge supporter of
I
the
think
MMA
she's
takeover.
the only one watching this.
She's been taken over by the MMA takeover.
It's true.
Huge. No. All of Wales is watching this.
I mean, if we can get a sponsorship from Wales, that would be amazing.
Yeah, or a sponsorship from anybody. We're not particularly.
We're not picky.
Yeah.
We're not picky at all. But this is pretty. This has been a good fight so far. But
hell, I'll take a sponsorship from Enron right now.
Let's see. I mean, that cut looks pretty bad. That's like right on the side of the eye. That's. Hopefully, he doesn't get stopped. But that's in a very bad spot. Specifically now, because he's on the ground, it's going to the side. But when they stand up, that's going to be just traveling down the eye. So hopefully they let the fight go.
He's cut open. Magnus Seaball is keeping the pressure on him. The thing about Magnus Seaball, he's getting shots in that other guys won't get because of his range, because of his long limbs.
He's lanky.
He is very lengthy.
Lengthy? I said lanky.
He's lanky. He's both. He's lanky.
Why? You
He's
must have
lanky.
seen him in the back warming up.
He's yes. There's a reason why he fights at middleweight, not welterweight.
You know what? I wish they would bring back UFC. The 1-day tournaments.
Okay, and I don't, but we can talk about that. We can talk about that in our next break. But unfortunately, we haven't really had a lot of breaks. We've been just rolling through.
We've been just winging it.
And great fights.
The computer's charging up nice. We're gonna have a clean interview.
We haven't had a lot of dead time. We've been rolling through this.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the technical difficulties, but that's, bear with us, folks. This stuff happens.
Well, our next technical guy that we hire when we fire you, he'll take care of all that.
I appreciate that. It was nice to. I have to throw away all my business cards.
All right, we'll have a severance package.
I appreciate that.
You'll make 50% of what you're making right now.
Just 50? So what's 50% of $8?
You made $8? How'd you make $8?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, someone's skimming from the top. This guy. We got people donating from the Jimmy Fund. We got Chicken Palmer. We're skimming from the top.
That's you.
Look at the shots. Magnum Blade is doing a really great job at punching the mat.
Yeah.
I think he just threw 30 punches. I think he hit him with one. I think it grazed him.
Look, there's Lurch coming in.
Yeah. Cena might have a broken hand from the mat.
Let's see this fight where it's.
Right here is a nice left hook.
Yeah.
Looked like the first punch was
grazing, just like. Oh, there, better angle that time.
Yeah, that looked like it grazed his brainstem.
And then a big slam.
Nice slam. He's got the undershorts hanging out, which is always a good sign.
That's what we need to do. They need to bring back the sponsorships because I would love to sponsor someone's shorts.
Yes, we will. We will. If they bring it back, we will sponsor someone's
Well, we
shorts.
can probably do it in the local organizations.
Yeah, by someone's sports, we mean like local guy, and he's fighting amateur, so he can't receive any of the money.
Let's do that. Let's get a sponsorship with one of the local fighters. One of the local fighters follows me on he likes the stuff I post on Twitter.
Okay, listen, I'm married. Please don't wink at me like that again. That girl is I only give her a 7. Like
a 7?
I mean, for ring card girls, not for.
Well, it's overall. Belfast, so they bring in the local talent.
Yeah, not for overall women. Overall women, she's like at least a 9.
Oh yeah.
But on
UFCringgirl.com, she's ranked low in your opinion.
No, she's a very attractive woman.
Okay.
But not the most attractive.
And we're back calling a fight. Okay.
As I sit here on my couch, pounding sodas and popcorn. But
they're not even real sodas. They're Sam's Club.
Well, because of the. I mean, I could buy the expensive stuff, or I could spend that money donating to the Jimmy Fund.
And you just heard it here first. Did you get that?
Okay,
at Walmart?
that's really bothered me with his string hanging out the back. And you remember when Alexis Davis fought, and most women who are fighting, they wear like a sports type underwear, or some kind of compression shorts type.
Yeah.
And Alexis Davis was in ground and pound, and as many times you see the under whatever they're wearing underneath gets shown.
Yeah.
And Alexis Davis was wearing a thong.
Really? Show me a picture.
I'm sure you can look that up on Google. I'm sure that's probably the first picture shows up for Alexis.
I want
Davis.
you to look it up now for
Alexis
me.
Davis fought Ronda Rousey for an entire 16 seconds.
Yep. And she made a lot of money off that 16 seconds.
And she did. And I actually like Alexis Davis. She was a tough fighter. That was actually, unfortunately, that's probably her most famous moment. And it doesn't really
getting choked out of the thong.
It doesn't. Both. They're probably the two things she's most famous about. Oh, that blood is flowing.
Yeah, that's in a bad spot. Leon Roberts is not doing his job properly because they gotta check that.
Well, they just checked it between rounds. But that obviously, if I'm seeing blood, I'm gonna be throwing a lot of right hooks. I'd be throwing high kicks from the side. He's gonna have a hard time seeing out of that right side. I mean, he just wiped it himself. That must be getting in his way.
Yep. His face is getting.
His face is busted up.
Yeah.
He looks like
he looks like dog food.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like tomato sauce coming out of his face. Speaking of tomato sauce, we're gonna get some tomato sauce action on pizza. And I don't know about you, but no mushrooms.
No mushrooms.
No, none of that stuff.
After this fight, we're gonna take a quick break so we can get ready for the interview we hopefully have coming up here right around 4. So we'll go to the bathroom and we'll We'll be back right after this fight is done.
Oh, nice shot by Marsham. Oh, another
Marsham's
one.
still
Follow
tagging
up.
him.
Yeah, and those who are keeping track of it, we will go to the bathroom, but we will go separately, not together.
Not together.
Just-
No sword
But we will go together for a big donation to the Jimmy Fund. Hey, now it looks like Cinnabon is busted open.
Yeah, this has been a good. This could be
This
fight
is,
of the
a,
night.
this is a fight. Marsham is a game guy. I mean,
Oh,
a lot of
yeah.
people didn't expect him to win this fight. He is game. I mean, he is.
His
busted.
face is.
Oh.
Yeah. And Leon Roberts is still checking the action, but not stopping the fight. I like that.
Yeah, well, he knows that these guys aren't a bunch of pussies. Whoa!
Oh!
Did he stumble or did his knee give out? Because it didn't really seem like he got hit. Oh, he's getting tagged there.
Yeah, he's getting tagged.
His legs buckled. I don't know if it was
Yeah,
just...
I couldn't tell.
I don't know if he stepped on a spot that gave out. I don't know if he got rocked. Shoots in for a nice takedown.
Yeah, he was
that's
getting
one
tagged.
Thing about, that's one thing about Cinnabon. He has a really good wrestling, which is really surprising being that he's from Sweden. I believe that's Western Europe. Western Europe is not really known for the wrestling. More Eastern Europe is known for the wrestling.
Yeah, both guys are
bloodied up.
This would have been a
Good
great
shot.
fight for UFC
Oh,
205.
good shot.
Whoa!
Oh, he's down. This could be it. He's hurt. He's hurt bad. The Welshman got the choke. This would
trying
be
for
a
the-
huge. He's hurt. He's hurt bad.
Yeah.
Leon Roberts about to step in.
Leon
That's it. And the Welshmen go 2-0. What a win by John. Jake, I didn't even know his name. Jack Marsham, the Welshman. That is a huge upset. And
that was a great fight.
wow, we're gonna have to. We're gonna talk about this fight. We're gonna talk about it a little later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, should we take a little quick break and get resituated before we come back with a
Yeah,
with an
what
interview?
a huge the Welshman going 2-0. So we're gonna take a quick break. Congratulations! I mean, the crowd is loving it. I'm assuming Ireland is really close to the Welshman because it seemed like there must be a lot of Welshmen. I mean,
Yes.
let's be honest. Welshmen are taking over. Did you think there is a Welsh Conor McGregor?
I think we just saw him.
You think? Yeah. I mean, let's see. Let's see how he talks. Let's see if he says something like he apologizes to nobody.
We're getting what? Oh yeah, that he did. It was like he did catch him.
So yeah, I'm 0-4 in my DraftKings. So
Yeah, I think I.
what can you do?
What can he do? It's life.
What can you do? I
You
got
just
no
have to
excuses.
laugh.
I
It's
suck.
only $5.
That's $5. But you know what? That's $5 we could have gave to the Jimmy Fund. No. All right, let's end it at that. Let's end it at that. We're gonna take a short break.
We're gonna take,
And
you want to take a short break, or you want to hear if he announces anything?
Let's. No, I don't think he's gonna say anything. We'll take a short break. We'll try to see if we can get a big interview on. And thanks for listening.
Okay.
So